Welcome back, MVP Road Car family. Today we've got something truly special. A car that defines the word muscle. We're diving deep into the 2026 Ford Mustang GT. Ford has taken one of the most iconic American performance cars and evolved it for a new era without losing its raw personality. We're going to break down everything you need to know. From its bold exterior design to the upgraded interior, the roaring performance, and of course what kind of price tag this beast carries. So buckle up, because this ride's going to be fun. The first thing that grabs your attention is that unmistakable Mustang silhouette. The 2026 model doesn't stray too far from its heritage, but Ford has sharpened and refined nearly every detail. Up front, you've got an aggressive new fascia with slimmer LED headlights that stretch toward the fenders, giving the car a focused, almost predatory look. The grille is wide and bold, framed by muscular hood lines that suggest power even when the car's standing still. Ford's given the GT an active front splitter and air curtains to help channel airflow efficiently, improving both aerodynamics and cooling. The hood vents are fully functional, pulling hot air from that big V8 engine underneath. Move along the side and you'll notice a more sculpted body with defined haunches that give the car a planted, athletic stance. The rear end features tri-bar LED taillights that nod to Mustang's history, but with a modern twist. The quad exhaust outlets and new rear diffuser are not just for show, they add real aerodynamic stability and a more menacing exhaust note. Ford's also offering a variety of wheel options, from the standard 18-inch alloys to aggressive 20-inch forged designs, along with a new color palette that includes eye-catching shades like Vapor Blue and Ember Red. Now, when you open that long door and slide inside, you realize how far the Mustang has come. The interior of the 2026 GT feels like a cockpit designed for both comfort and command. Ford has finally embraced the digital era here. Right in front of the driver sits a massive curved display that merges a 12.4-inch digital instrument cluster with a 13.2-inch central touchscreen, running Ford's latest Sync 5 system. The interface is crisp, responsive, and customizable, allowing you to choose from multiple gauge layouts, drive mode displays, and even retro themes that mimic classic Mustang dials from the 1960s. The materials have also taken a noticeable step up. The GT now offers genuine leather upholstery, soft touch surfaces, and optional suede inserts. The flat-bottom steering wheel feels premium, wrapped in perforated leather with contrast stitching. The center console's layout is driver-focused, angled slightly toward you, with a satisfying blend of traditional controls and modern tech. You still get real toggle switches for essential functions, which is a nice touch for enthusiasts who like that tactile feel. Ford has also integrated ambient lighting that lets you change colors to match your mood or driving mode. The seats deserve a special mention. They're redesigned with more bolstering and support. Ideal for spirited driving, but still comfortable enough for long trips. If you go for the optional Recaro performance seats, you'll get that perfect balance between track readiness and everyday usability. The cabin insulation has been improved too, meaning less road noise when cruising. But Ford made sure that you still hear that deep V8 rumble when you hit the throttle. Speaking of that V8, let's talk about performance, because this is where the 2026 Mustang GT flexes its real muscle. Under the hood lies the latest evolution of Ford's legendary 5.0-liter Coyote V8. It now produces around 493 horsepower and 418 pound-feet of torque, slightly more than the previous model, thanks to improved airflow, dual throttle bodies, and refined fuel mapping. You can still choose between a 6-speed manual, transmission for purists, or a 10-speed automatic for lightning-fast shifts. The GT launches from 0 to 60 in about 3.8 seconds when equipped with the performance package and automatic transmission. That's seriously quick, and what's impressive is how controllable it feels. Ford's engineers have refined the suspension setup with Magnaride adaptive dampers that continuously adjust to road conditions, delivering both comfort and razor-sharp handling. The steering is precise and nicely weighted, giving you excellent feedback through corners. Drive modes now include normal, sport, track, drag, and even a customizable mode where you can fine-tune throttle response, suspension stiffness, steering feel, and exhaust sound. Yes, the exhaust is fully active, You can choose between quiet, normal, sport, and track modes, each giving the Mustang a different personality. In track mode, it's pure symphony, that raw, crackling V8 soundtrack that reminds you exactly why you fell in love with muscle cars in the first place. Braking performance is equally impressive. The GT can be equipped with Brembo brakes, offering 6-piston calipers up front and 4-piston rears, giving you strong, consistent stopping power even after repeated high-speed runs. Ford's also improved cooling ducts for the brakes, ensuring reliability during spirited driving. On winding roads or on the track, this car feels balanced, planted, and eager to go faster. Yet, in everyday city driving, it remains civil, comfortable, and even somewhat fuel-efficient, at least by V8 standards. There's also a new level of driver assist technology baked in. Ford's Copilot 360 suite offers adaptive cruise control, lane-keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert, so the Mustang is as safe as it is exciting. For those who want to take it to the next level, there's the optional performance package, adding a Torsen limited slip differential, upgraded tires, stiffer suspension tuning, and aerodynamic enhancements. Inside the car, Ford hasn't ignored connectivity either. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, along with over-the-air updates, a premium 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system, and multiple USB-C ports. There's also a performance data recorder that lets you capture lap times, acceleration stats, and even video from your drives if you add the optional front camera. Now let's talk about the price. The 2026 Mustang GT starts around $46,000 for the base coupe, while the premium trim with added tech and luxury features pushes closer to $52,000. Add the performance package and a few aesthetic upgrades, and you're looking at around $57,000 to $60,000 for a fully loaded version. Considering the level of performance, craftsmanship, and heritage you're getting, that's still a pretty strong value compared to European sports coupes that cost nearly double. Ford has also hinted that there may be special editions on the horizon. Think performance-focused variants like a Mach 1 or Bullet Edition. But for now, the 2026 GT hits the sweet spot between everyday usability and track-ready excitement. It's also worth noting that despite the shift toward electric vehicles, Ford remains committed to keeping the Mustang's heartbeat alive with a naturally aspirated V8. That alone makes this car feel special. It's not trying to be something it's not. It's proudly old school in spirit, but with all the tech and comfort of the modern era. Driving the new GT feels like reconnecting with an old friend. Familiar, yet better in every way. You get that same surge of adrenaline when you drop a gear, the same satisfaction from a perfectly timed manual shift, and the same grin when the exhaust crackles on overrun. But now it's all wrapped in refinement, precision, and a digital polish that makes the 2026 Mustang GT not just a muscle car, but a true performance coupe that can stand toe-to-toe with imports. So to wrap it up, the 2026 Ford Mustang GT is the perfect blend of power, technology, and tradition. It's faster, smarter, and more stylish than ever, yet it never forgets its roots. It's still the car that makes you want to take the long way home. Still the car that turns heads everywhere it goes. And still the car that makes you feel something every time you hit the start button and hear that engine roar to life. That's it for today's review. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the 2026 Mustang GT, make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive review here on MVP Road Car. Until next time, drive safe, stay passionate, and I'll catch you on the next ride.